Hello, my name is Alexander, and welcome to my presentation on Japan's political system. As we continue through, I hope you can come to appreciate the blend of traditional values and Western influences that lines the political framework of the land of the rising sun. Japan's current political system is based off its post-war constitution drafted in 1947. The United States played a major role in helping Japan draft this constitution, and promotes three basic tenets. One, to renounce war and establish a commitment to peace and human rights. Secondly, it defines the emperor as a purely symbolic head of state. And lastly, it establishes a parliamentary democracy with a separation of powers. This marked a sharp shift from the pre-war era's militaristic government. Here is an image of the current emperor, Naruhito, who inherited the position from his father. The Emperor of Japan is a revered cultural figure, but his power is strictly ceremonial. Think of the role of the late Queen of England, Elizabeth II, who is a symbol of unity and tradition. The National Diet is Japan's parliament, with two houses, the House of Representatives and the House of Councillors. Both houses are directly elected by the people. In lawmaking, bills are initiated by the executive cabinet, and then passed by both houses. Bureaucracy and single-party dominance in the past 2 decades has limited the Diet's policymaking ability of late. Just like the United Kingdom, the head of the executive branch of Japan is the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister derives their power from the Diet, as they are usually the majority leader of the House of Representatives. Their terms typically last 1 to 2 years. When elected, the Prime Minister creates a cabinet full of ministers of state, and it's his responsibility to submit bills, report on national affairs, and exercise control over the bureaucracy. The Prime Minister also serves as the Commander-in-Chief of the Self-Defense Forces. Pictured here is the current Prime Minister of Japan, Fumio Kishida. As mentioned, the cabinet serves as the primary political allies of the Prime Minister, helping enforce the executive branch's policies. This consists of several offices, all of them appointed by the Prime Minister upon taking office. Also, they are all removed from office once a new Prime Minister is elected. Due to the short terms of the Prime Minister and general accountability to the Diet, the executive branch overall is severely restricted in its power. The Japanese judiciary branch, anchored by the Supreme Court, is characterized by judicial independence, constitutional oversight, and hierarchical structure. Led by a Chief Justice and associate judges, the Supreme Court holds ultimate authority in legal interpretation and holds a focus on impartiality and public accountability. Judges are appointed by the cabinet, but are removable only through public impeachment to safeguard judicial integrity. Perhaps the strongest portion of the government is its powerful bureaucracy, which implements government policies on a day-to-day basis. Bureaucrats are selected based on a highly competitive national exam, and they're seen as the best of the best and symbolize the social elite. This system strongly emphasizes stability and expertise in the individuals that enact the government, but it can be seen as less democratic. Unlike the United States, Japan sports a unitary system of government, meaning that most of its power is centralized at the national level. The 47 prefectures do have some autonomy in performing administrative functions. They also perform local elections for governors and pass local ordinances. However, ultimately, all of them are beholden to the policies passed by the National Diet. This lends to a very unified image of Japan, but severely restricts how each region can influence its national affairs. In summary, the Japanese political system demonstrates a unique blend of tradition and Western influence. While it resembles Western parliamentary systems in structure, Japan holds an emphasis on consensus-built policymaking and meritocracy in a revolving leadership base. The single-party dominance and unitary distribution of power also creates a strong, unified view of the nation's political identity.